Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Workshop 2.0. After spending some time out in the community yesterday, it was pretty clear that a lot of people have some pretty big and important questions about Workshop 2.0, and I just wanted to clarify from some official sources what the answers to those questions are. So you don't have to guess anymore, you don't have to ask anybody else. These are, from the horse's mouth, so to speak. These are the official things on Workshop 2.0. So the first thing I always do after an update is I go to the official War Robots website and I read the patch notes. That has the most detailed explanation of what is going on in the patch, why they did it, part of why they did it, I guess, and stuff like that. So let's get into some questions that you guys had. So what will happen to workshop points that we have, and will there be any workshop points anymore? So that question is answered here as well on the War Robots website. So you'll receive black market keys for all workshop points you had remaining on September 3rd at the rate of 5 workshop points to 1 key. So if you have 5,000 workshop points, you will end up with 1,000 keys, if that makes sense. So that is also available here in the news section of the app, that same answer to that same question. So your workshop points are stored safely, you'll get them soon. So what will happen to the workshop points that we have, and then what is the new max level of Workshop 2.0? And so he says now that I see that it goes to at least level 26, but where's the upper limit? And then the same question, or basically the same question from Andrew Edis or Busher from 1000 Skulls. He says, I see at the moment everyone is at level 26, but on the test server we receive prizes for that level increasing, like gold, silver components, but I don't see my level increasing. Is there a reason why, and will it in the future? So taking a look at this right here, so this is what I ended up putting into my workshop. This is my main account, not my press account. So you can see the difference in the progress bar there. You can reverse the video if you want to. And to answer the first question, so it goes up to level 30. And yes, your level will increase. Level 25 is the max workshop level that you'll have starting out. So everybody at least has to go 5 levels. But this gives you access to every item that's in the workshop for every component tier. So you can watch the progress bar there as I collect these Falcon components that I put in last night. So it's making a pretty good chunk of progress. So these took, I think it was 1 day and 12 hours to be able to craft in the workshop. And so that moves the bar quite a bit. There are other items in here that aren't valued, in the way that Pixonic put the value on each of the items in here. They're not valued quite as much, and so they don't put quite as much progress into your progress bar. So yes, you are leveling up, but it is going to take some time. And I'm not sure, to answer the second part of Andrew Edis' question, I'm not sure 100% what will happen when I get to that level up, but I will let you guys know as soon as I do in a pinned comment down below this video. So taking a look again at what I just remarked on, so the Avenger is relatively very cheap compared to most other component items, and it also takes hardly any time to be able to create the components. So let's just go through right now, and we'll purchase a bunch of these Avengers components, the 400 stacks, which is the best value out of all of these for any of the component items. I would recommend going for the 400 stack if you can. So we'll go through and I'll put these in for you right here. And what I want you guys to see is that relative to the 400 Falcon components, these do not do nearly as much progress on my progress bar up at the top. So make sure you keep an eye on that as I go through and I speed up these Avenger components here. It's not making near as much progress. This is, what is it, like a tenth of the time that the Falcon took, and so it's not doing as much. And I wanted another Avenger anyway, so this ended up working out for me too. I wanted a 4th one so that I can put it on my put 4 of them on my Butch for that constant firepower, and they're so cheap anyway. I was like, you know what, why not? this is costing me hardly anything, and I'll use my own gold to speedy up for video's sake. But yeah, like I said, as you can see up at the top, it's not contributing very much to the progress there. With my Mender down there, that was the longest one that I put in, and I believe it matches with the other longest things, longest upgrade times that are in the workshop right now. Those things will also should add quite a big chunk to my progress bar up at the top. And so you see there, I was able to easily, and without much silver, and really without much gold either, able to get an Avenger, which is a very potent weapon in the right hands. It's obviously not for everybody, but I wanted another one. I wanted a 4th one. I've already got 3, but I wanted a 4th one, like I said, so that I can mess with it on a Butch on my main account. So looking at the Mender here, the upgrade, the speeding up the upgrade with gold, it scales the same way as it does in other places in the game. So to upgrade your mender more quickly, because it takes more time, it also takes more gold. So that scales just like it does everywhere else in the game. And so I'm not going to speed up this mender right here, but anyway, let's get into some more questions. So do we need to get every weapon like this, or can we get it in other ways? So items in the workshop, you can order anything that was previously attainable for components, gold, or workshop points. And then a note at the bottom, the newest equipment becomes available in the workshop not immediately, but about a month after it appears in the game. So that goes for the energy shotguns that are available right now in the game. They're only available for purchase for about a month, and then they will be put into the workshop. So they will be available, but not yet. One thing that's great about this is that this gold item, the Orkin, you can now get for a relatively small amount of silver and relatively quickly. So again, looking at the time on there, so for the 400 sack, it's 2 hours and 35 minutes to be able to produce them. And you can let that go, or you can speed it up. Either way, you can get a Orkin pretty fast, and within a day you can have a full Orkin on you there. And so looking at this, you can also still purchase the Orkin for the same amount of gold that you were able to before. And so I'm just going to go through all of the weapons and robots in the game right now, just so that you guys can see this. There are some things that you can buy components for gold, or you can use your workshop to be able to accrue your your components quickly. But again, like I said before, any gold, workshop point, or component item is available to be built in Workshop 2.0 unless it's brand new. But those things, it's not that they will not ever come, it's that they will not come for about a month. And I guess that makes sense, like as a business move, from a business standpoint, that makes a lot of sense. So these workshop point items you can produce cheaply in the workshop like you could before, or you can buy them outright for gold, which is, you know, nice for some people who just want to add another Hydra or Tron or something into their account. So going through the light weapons here, so with the aphid you can buy through the workshop with components, or you can speed it up with, or you can buy it just outright with gold. Same with the gecko, just like you've always been able to. One thing that's different is that the storm and the gust you can buy with gold now directly, instead of just waiting for components and stuff with them before. And looking at the heavy weapons now, so the heavy weapons, same deal, same situation, all of these things. I just wanted you guys to be able to see, especially for those who don't have the update yet, which it should be coming out. It usually falls about a week after Android is when iOS gets it, and then the other ones like Facebook Game Room, Steam, they get that pretty close after that as well. So one thing that's really nice about having the workshop is that it does really make it a lot. This is how it should have been, in my opinion, since the Dashbots were released into the game. We should have been able to purchase those components there directly and outright. So it's really nice to be able to do that. I was able to finish out a Falcon that I've been working on for forever, but you know, you couldn't directly buy something, and that's something that I wanted to fix, and so I just finished that Falcon off really quickly. I really enjoy that robot. So the Jeopard, very cheap amount of gold you can buy that for. The Gareth was converted to silver. The Stalker you can buy outright for gold if you want to. The Jesse was converted to silver. And then the rest of these, you know, follow suit. So any of the items that were gold items previously, you can still buy for the same amount of gold. So the dock there for $12.50, or you can build it with just your silver if you want to save up your gold for other stuff. And your Fury, for example, I saw a couple of questions on Facebook and on in the community tab on my YouTube channel, I think it was, or maybe it was Instagram, but people were asking, or they're, you know, kind of upset because they're like, wait, so I've been grinding all this gold for a Lancelot and I can't buy it anymore and stuff like that. And that's not the case. You just have to go into where you purchase the bot. This is where you find that. You can build them in the workshop if you want, but you can also buy them outright for gold. That has not gone away, so no worries about that. So I'll just finish going through here the rest of the bots. One thing that's nice, again, same as like the Hydra and the Tron and the Magnum and other workshop point weapons, the workshop point bots you can also buy outright for gold, or you can build them, continue to build them in the workshop like before, but you can do it at a much higher rate. So I think I'm missing something here. Here's the convert. Where's the convert option Pix promised over 6 months ago? So that convert option, there's a couple questions about this as well. How to convert components down there at the bottom, that bottom comment there. that is coming. It's just not coming out yet. And they mentioned that in their video that they released on YouTube. So being able to convert components to other components, that is coming. So if you guys have any other questions, please drop those in the comments below. If you guys like this video or you think it'll be useful for other people, please feel free to share it. It really helps me out a lot. And yeah, so again, I'll be active in the comments. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm happy to answer them for you. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day.